I had to, put my big girl panties on and be like, I don't care what people think about me.
Yeah.
As long as I know that I'm, living my truth, being a good person, that's kind of all you can do.
Yeah. Can't please other people, and they're going through their stuff too. So
okay, yeah.
Probably worse than you. But
my dad used to always say misery loves company, and I didn't really understand that. I mean, I got it, but I didn't really truly grasp the concept until I got later in life. And you truly see people cannot like you, not because you did anything to them, but
just
because
you're happy.
Yeah, because you're happy, and happiness is a choice. Like it's not saying that everything is perfect. It's saying that I am choosing each and every day, despite the pitfalls, to see the brighter side of things.
Welcome back to Exclusively You podcast. Today we have Brittney Bogues, who is the founder and chief impact officer of Bogues Consulting Group. She earned her bachelor's in sociology and communication from Wake Forest University and then matriculated to Queen's University, where she earned her master's degree in communication. She is an event production for public figures, entrepreneurs, corporations, and nonprofits. She's an advocate for domestic violence. She was named one of Charlotte's Agenda 30 Under 30, as well as Elevate Lifestyle 30 Under 30. Welcome to the Exclusively podcast.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Of course. I was watching some of your previous interviews, and I saw that you shared that you felt like you weren't the best leader when you started. What was the hardest truth you had to learn about yourself in leadership?
I had to learn what type of leader I wanted to be, and also what was I actually being at the time. As somebody that's kind of like a visionary, I love thinking of big ideas, but I can also execute them, but it's how you execute them, and it's knowing how to delegate. And that's what I really had to learn. I had to learn to trust my team and also to know when to delegate versus trying to do it all myself. And so when I started my first business, over 15 years ago, I just didn't have that knowledge or that wherewithal or even that self-awareness. And so now, trying it again, I have that tool in my arsenal now.
Yeah. So if you had to name your type of leadership type, how would you name it? And then how does it fit in your identity and who you are?
Yeah. So I feel like now I'm a servant leader. I really care about making sure my team feels comfortable and has what they need to be successful. But I also think that translates into my life because I'm all about service. I love giving back and doing community service. So I think it kind of blends to who I am in my personal life, but also my professional life.
Yeah. And that's good because people like to feel like they are being cared for and that you genuinely care about them. And so that's all what servant leadership is. So
agreed. Yeah.
Okay. When you think about leadership, what is the difference between managing people versus leading people?
I think managing people versus leading people, it comes down to empathetic listening. So when you really exercise empathetic listening, you can put yourself in someone else's shoes, but also know when you have to flex your communication style so that it can resolve any kind of miscommunication. So I think like managing people, you're more so like, just having them meet you where you are. Whereas like leading people, you're actually coming to where they are to help them realize their full potential, and that's how you can truly lead.
Yeah. Now, a lot of people talk about active listening, but empathetic listening, that was a new one to me. Who taught you that one?
I actually went to a whole workshop when I worked at a nonprofit in between starting my company. We had to do an active and an empathetic listening like training.
Yeah.
And it was powerful. It really told you a lot of people are just listening to respond versus actually listening to comprehend. And that's like a significant difference. That makes a huge difference.
Yeah. Okay. Because everybody wants to be understood as well. So
yes, you want to be heard and seen.
Yeah. Okay. Sometimes we place movement or productivity over purpose. Do you find yourself doing that at all, or you kind of balance it out?
I try my best to not just be busy for the sake of being busy because I hate when people say they're busy. So I try not to be one of those people. So like, I do like to be productive. I feel like it's all about learning the type of person you are. Like, are you a morning person? Are you a nighttime person? When do you get your best ideas? And then structuring your schedule to fit that. So I don't like being busy for the sake of busy. I think the real success or marker in life is being able to choose your schedule and having freedom.
Yes.
So that to me is true success and freedom. And so I'm inching my way closer and closer to being able to delegate my schedule. But I feel like that is what I feel is being productive, getting and executing the things that actually need to be done and not just being busy for the sake of being busy.
Yeah. Or having to prove that you're doing something.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. That's good. What do you do when your life looks successful on the outside but feels disconnected on the inside?
Oh my goodness. I look at my community. I have a really good group of like mentors, but also like other friends that are business owners. And then my family, I'm super close with my family. So I know like when I'm about to burn out or just feeling not myself, I go to the people that know me best. A lot of my friends I've known for like 20 plus years.
Oh, that's good.
And so I know that they've seen me in every season.
Yeah.
And so they can definitely get me together.
Yeah. Okay. So they show up for you even in the down seasons.
Of course. But I feel like you have to be okay letting people know that you need help. And that was a lesson I kind of had to learn. I tried to do it all myself. But you get way further in life when you have help.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, good. So before you got baptized.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
What was the tension you were carrying that success couldn't resolve?
I just always know that you have to believe in something greater than yourself. And I feel like with Black community in general, there's a lot of stigmas when it comes to like religion and how you can be the perfect Christian or whatever, you know, how you can be perfect in your space.
Yeah.
And I was really blessed that my parents didn't force me to go to like church when growing up. Like we did go, but it was very much like, you know, go when we can.
Yeah.
And I feel like I got to form my own relationship with God and figure out what that truly meant to me. And I knew that I was missing some kind of purpose.
Yeah.
And that's why, you know, starting to go to Bible study and really getting into my faith and practicing it and reading scriptures and meeting other people that are living in that space really made me want to make the decision to like get baptized later in life. And it's meant a lot.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you were baptized. I was baptized too. So amen. I do want to ask you though, what would you say is like your life? And I know the whole Bible is a blueprint for us, but what is like your favorite or your life scripture that you try to live by?
Okay, Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. I feel like
and lean not onto your own understanding. Okay,
I feel like because I'm somewhat a control freak sometimes, and I think that scripture really helps me remember like your steps are already ordered. You don't need to like try to control every piece of it. You know, just like do your work, be a good person, and the rest will fall into place.
Yeah. True. And then it also takes that pressure off of you too, to have to figure everything out.
Exactly.
The anxiety decrease, all of it. So, okay. What belief about yourself did you have to let go for you to become free?
The belief that I had to be perfect. I was really like into being a perfectionist and just like everything had to have a place and like, you know, look a certain way. But you become not relatable sometimes. And so I feel like that is something I had to kind of let to the side. Everybody has flaws and it's okay. And you're actually more beautiful because of your flaws.
Yeah. Do you feel like you had to be perfect more because of the family you came from? Like
that definitely played a big factor in it. My life, as much as it is private, it was definitely public too. And, you know, people are judging you, whether they like admit to it or not. They are having expectations of how you're supposed to present yourself to the world. And so I definitely think that played a factor into it.
Yeah.
And then I had to, you know, put my big girl panties on and be like, I don't care what people think about me.
Yeah.
As long as I know that I'm, you know, living my truth, being a good person, that's kind of all you can do.
Yeah. Can't please other people and they're going through their stuff too. So probably worse than you. But
my dad used to always say misery loves company. And I didn't really understand that. I mean, I got it, but I didn't really truly grasp the concept until I got later in life. And you truly see people cannot like you, not because you did anything to them, but
just
because
you're happy.
Yeah, because you're happy. And happiness is a choice. Like it's not saying that everything is perfect. It's saying that I am choosing each and every day, despite the pitfalls, to see the brighter side of things.
Yeah. And people, I'm gonna leave that there because that was a gem drop. I'm gonna leave it there. Okay. What does a rich or even you kind of talked about this, but what does a rich or even successful life look like?
A rich life and a successful life to me looks like spending time with my family, not being connected to my phone 24/7, and really choosing my clients based on who I really want to work with, and also choosing what my free time looks like, having that freedom, not being controlled by a calendar, but being controlled by my passions.
Yeah, that's definitely liberating. Yeah. So, okay, has God ever responded to a prayer by changing you instead of changing the situation?
Oh, yeah. I feel like that's how I've been able to kind of grow my business. God has told me to really put myself in other people's shoes and also just like work on yourself. As much as you want to like tell other people what they could be doing, you need to start with yourself. And so I feel like God helped me with that direction.
How do you know when God is telling you though, like, no, I need you to give your sister or your brother some advice? Like, they do need you to.
Yeah, so I'm one of those people that like if somebody pops into my mind at least a couple times that I haven't like talked to them and it's telling me I need to call them. It's stuff like that. It's repetition. If I see something in different forms multiple times, it's telling me that it needs my attention.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that's how God's kind of directing me and telling me like what and who to focus on.
Okay, so for you, confirmation.
Yes.
That's what you need.
Confirmation, repetition.
Yeah. Okay. If someone was listening and they felt successful on the outside but disconnected on the inside, what would you tell them?
Oh my goodness, to take time to meditate. I find such peace in like meditating and finding like it can help center yourself, but also going back to what they truly love to do. Like what is something that you like to do that gives you joy? Doesn't have to be work related or anything, but I feel like whenever you're doing something that just is fun, like I love to bake. And when I bake, I come up with like ideas just because I'm doing something that I love and there's no like deadline attached to it.
I think people take for granted that anything could be therapeutic.
Exactly.
So
gardening, anything,
dancing, singing,
anything.
Like, anything. Okay, my last question for you is: how did you find yourself and stay true to exclusively you?
I feel like growing up, I got a lot of like different lessons than maybe some other people just because of the lifestyle I grew up in, and so I always had to be myself because people are gonna like you or hate you. So I feel like I was really blessed by being told like camp isn't in your vocabulary and all these other things and gyms growing up, so that the confidence was kind of always there. And I feel like being in this world, being a confident Black woman sometimes is like not what people want to see. And so I appreciate really my parents for like instilling that like belief that like you can do anything and anything is possible. You just have to work hard and believe in it. And I feel like that really helped me remain true to myself.
Yeah. Now, I feel like we got that now, but growing up, I heard that same thing. Was it frustrating growing up though? Like,
yes.
I don't.
Are you kidding me? I wanted to give up. So like, what? Can't is in my vocabulary. It's like, no, it's not. It's like, so yes, it is hard. It is a hard thing, but I feel like with anything that you really want, it's not everything's going to be easy.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it really taught me. You have to like work for it. I know everybody thinks that like a lot of things are handed to me, but I bust my butt to get what I have. And I think that's really been a beautiful lesson in it.
Yeah. I want to play a little game before we leave. It's called Buckets or Breakthroughs. So you get 3 shots.
Okay.
If you make the shot, you don't have to answer a question. If you miss it, then you have to answer a question.
Lord, okay. That's the pressure's on.
All right, Brittney, I think you got this though.
Oh my gosh. No, this thing is so small.
Life of a baller. Oh. Almost. Almost though.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, you ready for the first question?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do an easy one. Let's do what's something Christians need to stop pretending about?
I don't know if it's like pretending per se, but I have noticed a lot of my Christian counterparts, or some of them, not a lot of them, are maybe some of the most judgmental people I've ever met. So, and also have like a race of like who's more Christian like.
Yes.
And I don't know how I feel about that. So I would maybe say like that is something I would examine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely out of alignment with the Bible for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not a competition. And when you judge, you're not judging to condemn. You're judging to like is this holy? Am I living? And really is more of an internal judgment than external, but
Exactly.
yeah.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Okay, let's try it again.
Oh.
Okay. Now, the last time you got the rim, what happened just now?
It just slipped out of my hand.
Okay, let's see. Okay, what's one popular relationship opinion you completely disagree with?
That everything is supposed to be like 50-50 or like 100%. I feel like you're not always going to be at 100% yourself.
True.
And so like you, number one, need to come to a relationship whole. I feel like asking someone to complete you is unfair. You need to come 100% complete yourself. And then when you get together, you know, if you one day are having a 20% kind of day and your partner has to have 80%, like knowing that there's going to be balance. So
Yeah.
I think the whole adage of like your person completes you is something I don't really agree with. I think you should come complete.
Okay, and congratulations is in order too, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I was like, is that the right finger? But okay.
I left it in the car.
Oh, okay.
I literally just got finished swimming. So.
Got you. Okay. You want to do one more?
Sure. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, wow.
Okay, this is an easy one, I think.
Yikes.
What's the biggest friendship red flag people ignore?
Oh my goodness. Somebody that is complaining all the time. A red flag is definitely, if they complain about, I mean, every single thing. Yes, not everything's gonna be perfect. Life is hard. We get that, but like, where's your gratefulness? Where's your grace?
Yes.
So like, I feel like a friend that is always complaining is somebody that I just like can't have around me. That energy is not positive.
Yeah.
So I think that's a red flag.
Okay, that is good. That ends the game. No more. You good?
Oh, thank goodness. I need a bigger hoop.
It's the hoop.
For sure, it's the hoop.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming. I really appreciate you taking your time out your day to come and be on this podcast. I want to ask you, are there any events coming up that the community should know about? And do you want to share your social media? If not, it's okay.
Sure. So thank you so much for having me. This was a delight. Yes, my family foundation, the Muggsy Bogues Family Foundation, we have our celebrity weekend coming up September 19th through the 21st. We have great celebrities coming. It's all for a great cause, for food security as well as workforce development.
Yeah.
So definitely check it out, boguesfoundation.org. And then my handles is at Britt Bogues and then at Bogues Group.
All right. That is it. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Every Friday, there will be a new episode uploaded on YouTube. And every Sunday, there will be a new episode uploaded on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Both of them at 6:00 p.m. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.